Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I kept you waiting. If you guys are here, let me know. Hop on. Please forgive me. Holy smoly macaroni, I had a business meeting tonight that I thought was not going to end. But that was a good thing. So, my data on. So, yes, I had a wonderful meeting tonight, and I'm going to wait for a couple of you guys to hop on. I just got a message from Calvin. Calvin, I apologize. Calvin left me a message, and oh, here he is right here. Calvin Lemon. Cerise, you've got some explaining to do for standing us up. She's probably editing a video from today and got sidetracked. Oh, thank you. Calvin, you're right. I did get sidetracked. I just WhatsApped you and let you know that I went and had a business meeting that went overtime. Oh, tomorrow's going to be such a special day. I have some decorations right here for the baby shower, for Russell's baby shower. I got a couple of little gifts too. Hold on, I want to show you guys this cute little thing. Look at this. Looks like I'm having a baby. Look, I'm taking that back. Knock on wood. Gee, well, you can't have a baby if you're not active, right? But I'm still terrified. I have my children and grandchildren. Hold on one second. So as you can see, I have like my hair tied up and no makeup on. Um, and I had a really good business meeting today. Someone contacted me. Hold on, let me just put this on Do Not Disturb. Someone contacted me and asked me to start doing some business with them. Uh-oh, it looks like I lost the feed. Did I lose the feed? Are you guys there? Don't have my glasses on. Hold on. Yeah, you guys are there. Oh my gosh, put my glasses on and look at that. I haven't had a pimple that size since I was 16 years old. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you guys this. Isn't this so cute? Look at this. A little baby. Isn't that so cute? And I got some balloons. And of course, Russell's having a little girl. And he's going to be naming her Amber. So I got everything pink blue, yellow balloons as well. I'm going to arrive a little bit earlier tomorrow at David's Plaza, Sports Plaza. So you guys, I'm so looking forward to seeing so many of you. And I'm going to be arriving a little bit earlier to obviously put up the decorations and everything. We're going to be playing a few games, but not too many because I don't want to make it about all the games. I want you guys to sit down, have your drinks, and order something on the menu. And, we're going to be playing some music. It's an early afternoon type of thing. Starts at 2 o'clock. But we're going to be, oh my gosh, my other cell phone. I just want to yell out some of the gifts that we're going to have. Hold on, let me get my other cell. So I just wanted to get my other cell because I want to tell you guys what gifts are going to be involved tomorrow. And then we're going to get into some questions and answers, as I know you guys have a lot of questions. And I just want to kind of get to them. All right, so have certificates from some of the restaurants in town here. And KLOK is giving a 500 discount off dinners. And then you have Charlie Therapeutic Massage, 2 massages for 20 bucks. And we're not just talking about hand massage. He comes in with the whole machine. He comes to your hotel, your Airbnb, your home, your condo, no matter where you are, Sosua, Cabarete, or Puerto Plata, and he gets there in transportation, and he will give you and your loved one a massage. Or you get 2 like one day and one another. And then you're also going to have Moshe. Moshe's giving 2-for-1 jerk chicken, rice, peas, rice and peas, cabbage, and plantain. And on top of that, to anyone that goes into the restaurant, he's going to be giving out festivals. That's like a dumpling, but a little bit more sweet. And then Gritty Spanish. We have Gritty Spanish. It's a wonderful application that teaches you Spanish, but not just any Spanish. It teaches you Spanish from the Dominican Republic. So pretty awesome. And that's going to be 50% off. And then a seafood dinner for two, candlelight dinner for two. Miss J's Juke Joint is going to give out 25% off weekly meal plan for 1 week. And then Felipe is going to do a discounted Forex lesson. You're going to get a meditation on the beach, a tour of Los Charamicos. Judy's Grooming is doing 10% off full groom with your dog. And Jose Cabarete Lockers, a dual membership, 1 month free. Or, dual membership. You buy one, you get 1 month free. And access to beach lockers, service for two. Kite surf equipment locker storage, you get $25 off. Regularly $50. So it's 50% off. And tonight during my business meeting, we found out that we're going to do some horses as well. So that's going to be pretty exciting as well. So you buy 2 horse packages and you get a horse free. In other words, if you want to take your girl or your children or your wife or whatever, or your husband for that matter, or you take the horses onto the beach, you go all the way into the mountainside, and you get you get a meal included in your purchase. So that's pretty awesome there. Let's say hi to some people right now. Let me get my glasses back on. And, I just want to say tomorrow, if you are in the area, come on and see us. We're all going to be getting down from 2 o'clock in the afternoon at David's Sports Plaza. There's a pool in the back, so if you like, bring a swimming suit. And you know what? We're just going to really chill out and have a good time. Again, we're going to play some games, but not too much that it's going to be bothersome. We're going to play some music and have some fun. We're going to do a live to air. So for those of you who are not able to join in because you are far, don't worry. We'll be putting the live to air on and probably live to air for about an hour until my battery runs out. But Russell, I'm pretty sure, is going to be doing his own live to air as well. And speaking of which, if you guys want to send a couple of bucks to him to get himself a drink while he's there, it is #Sosua 2018 on Cash App. And you guys can send some gifts through that as well. Let's see who's on right now. Joseph, hello. Deborah S., hi, beautiful. Back to you. Douglas Anderson, did the baby arrive yet? No, the baby didn't. And I kept thinking to myself, oh my gosh, could you imagine if the baby comes on February 19th, tomorrow? I planned it 8 days ahead of the due date. The baby is due on the 28th. We're all pretty excited. It's pretty amazing. I was on Cabarete Beach the other day. I went to Cabarete to get some business done, and there was a whole group of men. Shouts out to Al. And there was a whole group of men, and they were eating fish and having a wonderful time. And then a couple of the guys, they went to go wash their hands in the restaurant that I was sitting in. And then they came up to me and they're like, hi, Cerise. And then one of the guys like, I'll see you Saturday at the baby shower. I was like, oh, didn't even meet them before. They just heard about the baby shower. So if you're watching this and you're in town, come on by. It's a great time to really get to know people. And then we have Sterling. Sterling says, hola. And then we have 9 inches for ya little booty. Daddy's still here. Baby girl, don't worry. And then we have Sterling again. I'm down for horseback riding. Oh, yeah, guys. Make sure you send your questions. Any questions you have, let's do it up. Even though I'm late, I apologize about that. Again, my meeting went overtime. But this guy, he contacted me and he's like, look, Cerise, I know you're on television now. You have your own program on local television. He's like, but your YouTube channel means a lot to your viewers as well, and they are not able to watch you on your local television channel. And he's like, they really love when you take them out and about. And because last week when I was on my program on television, I wasn't able to do it live, and I really wanted you guys to get that information, but you can still get it because the station themselves live aired it on Facebook. So if you go on my Facebook page, it's open. I have an open profile. I'm pretty sure that video is open as well. Open profile. You guys can go on there and you just scroll down my page and you will see the video. I have it like labeled as my program link, and it was live. It was live to air on Facebook. So it went very well. I loved it, enjoyed it very, very much. Russell was my first guest and he did very well. I think I'm going to be bringing him on a lot more. And I don't know, him and I would make like really great co-hosts. I think it would be pretty good. But aside from that, this guy came up to me and he's like, you know what? You're so giving with all of your viewers on YouTube, and there's a certain element that they also want to be involved in still. And he's like, so make sure that you still focus on your channel, not just the local television. And I assured him, and I'm going to assure you guys as well, that I'm definitely going to be still on my YouTube channel all the time. As much as I post usually, I'm still going to post all the time. And especially real estate. I put up a video today of beautiful, pretty modern apartment, and it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom overlooking Sosua Bay. Beautiful. So I want you guys to know that I'm still going to be doing real estate, still going to be doing all of that good stuff, relocation counseling, everything. I want to give you guys all of the information that you need in order to have a really good visit here, short-term stay, or relocation. That's really important to me because I want you guys to know not just the bars on Pedro Clasante, but now other things, because a lot of you guys are coming here and you're not relocating, but you do want to do some excursions outside of Sosua. Now, you do know that I do walking tours here in Los Charamicos, so I'll take you into the hood. You can go get some fried fish down by the pier. Then we'll go back onto the beach and you can meet a few people. I'll introduce you to some people, and that's a good tour. But the guy today that I had a business meeting with, he said to me, Cerise, there are a lot of tours out there that your viewers would really love to do. And I'm like, what? Like, tell me. And he's like, well, they may want to get in a boat and go travel the Laguna all the way in behind Cabarete. And it goes all along these special areas. And he's like, I would love to take them there. Not only that, you guys will go on the boat. You guys get a meal included. A beautiful tour. And he showed me the video and he's going to take me on it. So while I'm on it, I'm going to YouTube it. And then you guys will be able to see the excursion firsthand. And if you guys want to do it, you just hit me up and I'll connect you. Also, the horseback riding. So there's 2 different tours. There's the VIP tour, and that one will take you straight, like it takes you all in the mountainside of Bella Vista. I lived in Bella Vista. If you guys look at my earlier videos, that's the countryside. It's about 12, maybe 15 minutes away from the main area here. It's in Sosua. Bella Vista is in Sosua, but it's kind of like the suburbs, and it's about 15 minutes away from town. So in this excursion, you get transportation, you also get a meal, and you also get like a shot of mamawana, water, and a horse tour for 3 hours. And it is $70 a person. That's pretty amazing. 3 hours, a meal, and transportation. I said to him, seriously, this is pretty good. So I was really, really happy. We talked about that. And then we also talked about, let me see, we talked about tours. We talked about real estate. Oh, And we also, yeah, real estate, because he knows a lot of people here. He's Dominican. And he used to deal and dabble a little bit in real estate before the world went a little the way we are coming from right now, recovering from right now. I don't want to say the word because I don't want anything to get flagged here, but definitely he used to do real estate before that. And he's like, Cerise, I can help you out. I'm like, seriously? He's like, I know you're so busy and I know you know a lot of people. He said, but I know that you are just beginning to work with real estate agents, which I am. I'm just beginning to work with real estate agents. If you guys don't know, I've always done all of the real estate and rentals and everything all on my own. And the reason why is because I wanted to work with the Dominican owners. But now that you guys have so many new like requirements, you guys really are looking for listings. Before I would have a couple of places and I would share them with you and you guys would come down here and everything. But now I'm it's so busy. I don't have any more places. Like literally I have 2 apartments right now for rent. 2, and that's it. Usually I would be able to send you a whole bunch of videos within your price budget and everything, but everything's tapped out. So I do need to start speaking to real estate agents in order to bump it up a little bit and be able to offer you guys more, because you guys, some of you guys are like, you don't trust many people. And you know that you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been doing this now for going on 4 years, and you know that I enjoy it. It's a passion and it's really a side hustle. So it's not like I need to charge a lot for it at all. It's not even like I really, I stumbled on this. For those of you who do know, you know I'm talking about. I stumbled on it because I moved so much. Oh gosh, does this pimple ever hurt? It's a biggie, look. Anyway. So yeah, we spoke about real estate. So this guy showed me an apartment, a beautiful condo, 1 bedroom on Pedro Clasante, right here in Sosua. Okay, El Bate, the visitor area, like where a lot of tourists just walk up and down the street, and it is for 55,000. Well, I can get it for 50,000, 55,000. It was originally 60. And then, I said to him, well, it's only 1 bedroom. And I was like, and they have to pay cash. This one isn't owner financing, it is cash. So he's like, okay, well, he'll see if he can get it down to 55. And then he said, yes. He asked the owner, and the owner is like, yes, absolutely, 55. And now I'm asking him, I'm like, well, you know what? 50 would be a really nice medium. 50 cash, cold cash for the owner. And, and he's like, okay. He's like, he thinks that could be done. So imagine, and I'm pretty sure he'll get it down to that. 50,000 for this beautiful condo. And I'm going to put the video up on Monday. Okay, so remember, look at my channel on Monday, and it is a brand new condo, just renovated. The only thing is, working with other people, especially like, places like this, they're going to be rented out. So I'm not able to go in and get the video, but I am able to show the pictures and do a voiceover on it and still let you guys know what's in the area and what special features it has. And what else about that? Oh yeah. It is in a good area, and if you were to buy it, you can rent it out lickety split. You would have absolutely no problems renting out that condominium because it is on Pedro Clasante. And for those of you who don't know, Pedro Clasante is the main street in Sosua, El Bate. There's another street called Alio Martinez, but people don't really frequent that street for like nighttime entertainment and stuff of that nature. Pedro Clasante is the street where you're going to find a lot of tourist bars and where a lot of expats go, where you're going to find live entertainment, karaoke, and just really chill and happy hour drinks and really good pub food. You'll find food from like the Dominican Republic. You'll also find Italian food. You'll find like all kinds of different foods. Haitian food, Chinese food, everything. Did I say Italian? Yeah, I know that I'm missing one. German food, so a lot. And the menus are really extensive, and you can just spend a whole month going up and down Pedro Clasante, and you probably won't hit every restaurant if that was your goal to do that. There's so many restaurants and also a lot of bars, like I said. And so having a condominium on that street is amazing. It is prime real estate for 50,000. The only thing is you have to pay cash. And I know a lot of people, it's difficult for them to do that. So I said to him tonight during our meeting, I said, listen, buddy, I really need you to also find me some financing as well. That's really important to my viewers. Some people only make 50,000 a year. Some people already have like 30% saved. They've been saving before the world went weird. And now they are like, I'm ready to invest. And they don't know what to invest in, but they do want to buy something nice that they don't have to fix up. Not everybody has savings to buy a piece of land and build a building on it or build a villa on it. That's another thing. Oh my gosh, I have land between Cabarete and Sosua, and it is beautiful. You can build a building on it and a villa on it, and they're just tilling the land right now. And not only that, they said that if no one buys the land before they're ready to build on it, then they're going to build 2 villas there, and they're going to sell the villas. So the villa, there's one villa right now, 4-bedroom villa, 4-bathroom, private pool, everything in a beach area, and it is going for $350,000. For a home the same as that in Canada, you'd be looking at over $1 million near the beach and private pool, 4 bedrooms, and again, some of you guys may be like, Cerise, 350, that's so expensive. 3 years ago, it was only 150, and that's true. 100% true. But now for 150, you're looking at 2 bedrooms. 2-bedroom homes are going for about 200,000 2-bedroom homes are going for now. Like in Casa Linda, you can get one for 199,000. If you want to get it built from Casa Linda, you can get it custom built. But, you obviously have to pay certain fees every month as well. And this house here, you don't have to pay any fees. The one that I was just telling you guys about. But the condo that I was just telling you guys about, yes, there are OHA fees, and the OHA fees every month is $120. That covers your internet, that covers your hot water, it covers the pool maintenance, and also there is a restaurant on site and a bar on site outside, and also there is check-in and check-out. It's almost like a hotel, but it's all privately owned condos. So that's pretty good deal right there. Really good deal for 120 for OHA fee. Now, a lot of you guys don't want to pay those fees every month, those monthly fees. So that's why it's important for you to buy a house somewhere or a condo somewhere where you don't have to pay those monthly fees. And that's why I'm telling people, get some land and build like a 2-bedroom house and rent that out. Have it like close to town. All right, let's see some of these questions here. R says, hello, Cerise. Did you give the update on Facebook? Update? What update? The video from my commercial? From my television program? I did, if that's what you're talking about. It's up there. Deborah S says, beautiful apartment. Thank you. My apartment here? Thank you. And Calvin, yes, you did, Cerise. I saw it. Yes, I did. I WhatsApped you. Thank you so much for hitting me up. Sterling says, sounds great. Calvin says, before the real estate went to chit. He put it with a C, guys, not an S. It doesn't take away from your beauty and beautiful personality. Oh, thank you. There's a fly. And then R says, no, the baby shower update. Oh, the baby shower update. No, I didn't put it on Facebook. I'm doing it right now. I did it just when I opened up the video here, but I will say that it's tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and I don't even know who's coming. Just maybe about 12 people confirmed, like VIP'd me. And I've been seeing people on the street, like on Pedro Clasante, and they're hailing me up and they're like, see you Saturday. Yesterday, I invited like probably 10 more people, just random people on the street that are like coming up to me and they're like, hey, you're Cerise Fairfax. I watch your channel. And I'm like, hey, are you in town Saturday? Come on by. And Russell's been doing the same thing, because it's a baby shower for Russell to also, and myself as well, like a baby shower for him so we can all celebrate him. But it's our opportunity as well to let everybody know who's in town to come say hi, come do what Russell's calling a meet and greet and what I'm calling a baby shower. I heard on Russell's live to air the other day, he's like, Cerise is calling it a baby shower, but that's a girl thing, so I'll call it a meet and greet. But really what it's going to be is a Jack and Jill baby shower, but more Jacks. For those of you who don't know, Jack and Jill means like man and lady. Usually showers these days are guy and girl together. But we're going to have a little bit of games. We're going to put up some balloons. We're going to keep it simple, but we're going to make sure we have some good, pure fun. Everyone can come. Just, bring some friends and enjoy. It's all about enjoying. There's going to be a menu there, a simplistic menu. You can get pizza, you can get burgers, you can get French fries. I have a fly there. And also there's a full drink menu, anywhere from wine to beer to cocktails. There's a pool there as well. David, thank you so much, David. David gave us the whole back area pro bono. We didn't have to rent out the back area at all. He's like, sure, take it. It was so kind of him. And so we're going to have a microphone set up, speakers set up. There's a whole private bar back there. He's going to equip it with some employees for us and a pool. So if you have children as well, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon until like whenever we all decide to leave. But if you have children, bring your children along because there's going to be a pool right there and it will be fun for them too. Again, we're going to play some cool little games. I got a few little gifts at the China Tienda yesterday. But shower games, they're just simple, like first person to do this or the first person that knows that, or I have 5 games in mind and we're going to play one like every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes, something like that. So, we can all enjoy the fun, but also chill and relax too. I don't want to pester people with games, but at the same time, it is a big part of a baby shower, having that type of cute little fun, right? The mom's not going to be there because, well, for obvious reasons, with the whole, we don't have any more restrictions here, by the way, guys. The president said no more restrictions. Oh my gosh, where's that? Woo! Yay! Sound when we need it. No more restrictions here in the Dominican Republic. You don't need to wear your mask and you don't need to show your jab thing before going into like a place, right? But I think you do have to wear your mask in like Western Union and the banks. But that's it. So, but still, you still want to be careful. The president said, move forward with move forward with your consciousness and being careful. So the mother, she's not coming because there's going to be a lot of people there. And we all know when, there's a baby on the way, we want to hug the mom or kiss her on her cheek out of respect or even give her daps. It's going to be a lot of people that would want to do that and want to meet her. So she decided to stay home, but we're still going to make sure we send our love to her. And again, if you guys are not able to make it because you're not in the country at the time, you can always Cash App Russ directly at # Sosua 2018 on Cash App. And or hit him up on his channel. Comment down below. Maybe you can Western Union him a gift or whatever, a cash gift or something. Or again, you can Cash App him and get him a drink or whatever tomorrow. I just really want Russ to have a great time. He's having a little girl. Her name's going to be Amber, and Amber is actually what Puerto Plata is considered the Amber Coast. Get that? He didn't realize what amber was. Amber is a stone. Amber is one of the main stones here. The other main stone here is this right here. The blue one, that's Latimar. And Latimar is found only in the Dominican Republic. So that's pretty cool. He's naming his daughter from one of the stones here, Amber. Well, amber is tree sap that has aged many, 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 many years, and there's not a lot of it, and it's worth a lot of money. It's an expensive type of stone, and they put it inside jewelry. So quite interesting, right? And yeah, we're all excited. So his baby's due February 28th, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do a video as soon as she arrives. I'm excited for him. He was on my new television program, like I was telling you guys, and you guys can check that link out on Facebook. Just go on my Facebook and scroll down a little bit. I think it's about 4 posts down. And you'll see it says my link for my program, and you will see how well he did. It starts out with a commercial, so expect a commercial to be there. Speaking about commercials, if you guys want to get some commercials on my television program, let me know. All right, here's a good question right here. Deborah, what's a good bank to use in DR? That is a really good question. And the reason why I would say that's a good question is because I use Santa Cruz. Now, I can get you connected with Santa Cruz, no problem. Even before you come, when you need that connection, you just contact me and I will send you the manager's WhatsApp number, his private number, and he will converse with you back and forth, and he will let you know exactly what you need to bring when you come to the Dominican Republic in regards to your information, your documents that you need to open up a bank account. And it's pretty straightforward. He will make an appointment for you, and you just go and you arrive and you sit down and chill out. And you get your bank account open, no problem. That's with Santa Cruz. But now here's another thing. If you are into PayPal, there's a difference because Santa Cruz doesn't use PayPal. Popular uses PayPal. Banco Popular uses PayPal, and I don't use Banco Popular. But I do know of an app that is coming out very soon, and I don't know if I should give the name of it, so I won't. I don't really know too much about the app, but you're going to be able to use it here in the Dominican Republic quite easily, and you can send money through this app. And so you really don't need banks to have these apps. You know what I'm saying? So I really like Santa Cruz. And the reason why I like Santa Cruz is because they sell things like called CEOs. They're kind of like guaranteed investment certificates. And GIGs, we call them in Canada. All these little things that you guys can get and invest in the banks here and put some money aside at like $100 a month, even less, is possible. And they're called bank products, and you can buy bank products. So yes, absolutely. I think any bank that you get connected with, there's Banco Leon, there's Banco Nacional, Banco is bank. There's Santa Cruz, like I said, there's Popular, right? But the wonderful, beautiful thing that I love about the guy that I deal with is he's straightforward, and you can talk to him on WhatsApp before you get here. I do the introduction for you, and if you get a consultation with me before you come, a half an hour consultation where we do a lot. I'll let you know what I do in a consultation. Let me just read it right now from my phone, and you guys will see what we do in a consultation. So in a consultation, you get all of this through WhatsApp: a doctor, a dentist, bank account, property listings, to a group connection, property listing to like group connections. a real estate tour, which costs a little bit more money, different apartment areas. Like we'll talk about different areas if you want to rent an apartment and you really don't know where you want to rent, because a lot of people will say, oh, Cerise, this is my budget. I don't know where to rent. Well, during our consultation, we will discuss different things that you like. Do you like the mountain? Do you like the beach? Do you like the city? Do you like country? And I'll tell you different areas that would match your personality. And a lot of my clients really love that because they feel like they're being placed in an area where they're like, okay, I can work this out. And then I'll talk to you about local transportation information, how you can get around on the Guagua, which is the local bus, or if you want to get around the public car, which is like Uber Pool, or if you want to get around on Caribbean Tours, which is like a Greyhound bus. And then also if you want a driver, a private driver, I can hook you up with a private driver as well, a lawyer, a jeweler, salons, also clinics where you can go get Botox and filler, and also, did I say barbers? And then I will also give you information on breakfast, lunch, and dinner spots, which is really important because a lot of you guys contact me all the time for breakfast spots. I'll just tell you right now off the top of my head, New Cafe. It is a small diner on Pedro Clisante. It has a green fence outside, but the servings are nice, the prices are fair, the food is fresh and delicious, and the service is polite. Very nice service. And then also I'll tell you about entertainment locations, so bars, and if you like karaoke, where you can go do karaoke, or if you like live bands, or if you just like a place where you can people watch. And then also included is a tour of Sosua at an extra cost, or Cabarete, and then also expat do's and don'ts. So we go over a lot during a consultation, but if you don't need a consultation, please don't hesitate to hit me up anyway on my WhatsApp. My information is always below, and hit me up on WhatsApp. But make sure you're very thorough in your message. Don't just say hola, and because when I get back to you, it's probably going to be 24 hours later, and I'm busy going through all my messages, and I want to make sure that I'm efficient when I get back to you, and I don't just want to say hola, how can I help you? I want to make sure that when I do get back to you, you've already left me a very detailed message, whether it's a voice note or a detail in text, and just let me know, hey, Cerise, my name is, always introduce yourself just so I know who I'm dealing with as well. Say, Cerise, my name is so and so. And you can also tell me where you're from as well. That's always nice to know because I like to know who's contacting me from where. And you just say, this is what I would like. I'm interested in buying property, or I'm interested in getting an apartment, or I'm interested in a consultation, or I just need a doctor, or I just need a lawyer. Lawyers, I'm very careful with at giving out information for these days. And also, I don't give out real estate information because obviously I'm in real estate, and that's a conflict of interest. So I don't give out real estate agents. I just recently started to work with real estate agents myself. My first one that I started to work with recently is Hannah. I just had her on my program the other day, a lovely lady. I really like her. And the reason why I like her so much as well is because before I even moved here, she was on Russell's program, Tailor Made Dreams, my friend who I'm having the baby shower for tomorrow, and who was the first guest on my television program last Wednesday. I saw her on his channel before I ever came to the Dominican Republic, and I found her to be very likable and honest and like an innocent appeal, So when I knew I wanted to have a real estate agent on, I thought to myself, yes. Well, first of all, I contacted Russell, and I'm like, hey, Russ, do you know anyone that knows about billboards? Check out how synchronicity works, like just the powers of the universe, how God is so beautiful. So I contact Russ, and I'm like, Russ, I need to know a billboard company. And he's like, here, contact this woman. She's my go-to, and you contact her, and she'll let you know. I contacted her, and I said, hey, can you give me a number, please? And she's like, yeah. And then when I heard her voice and her name rung a bell, and I saw her photo on the WhatsApp icon, and I'm like, are you the lawyer Sorry, are you the real estate agent that helped Russ buy his condo? And then I asked Russ as well. Both of them said yes. Right away, I said to her, I said, I need you on my first show. And so she's my first real estate agent that I'm really connected with. Of course, I've tried to work with other real estate agents in the past, but, and a lot of them are really cool, and I have connected with a lot of them here as well. But there was something she said to me during our first pre-interview, and she said to me, Cerise, there's one thing I have to say, I like to sleep well at night. And I said, what do you mean? And she's like, I cannot tell somebody that a house is completely good if I know there's something not right with it. I will tell them what's going on with the house. And if they want to buy it still, it's totally up to them. She can help them do other things. Like if there's a leak in the roof, I'm pretty sure she has a connection for that, right? To help fix the roof. But she's like, she has to sleep at night. She wants to make sure her clients are satisfied. That makes me feel happy. That makes me feel secure that I can use her as a real estate agent. So you see, when it comes to lawyers, though, they're completely different. I asked a lawyer to come on my show, and she was like, not realizing how important the program was to you guys and her information getting out there into the world. She came back at me and she's like, well, what's your program about? And I'm like, girl, it's the same program as I do on YouTube. Do not procrastinate. I have how many people looking for lawyers, and she missed her opportunity. But I'm not going to, hate on her. I told her she would have done a really good job, but I will have her on my show in the future. And that's what I will do. I'll bring her on in the future. But when it comes to lawyers, I'm still looking for a handful of them. So during my consultations, it depends on what you want. I don't do a free for all. A lot of lawyers will just do everything. They'll do immigration, they'll do real estate, they have their hand in everything. Where I'm from in Canada, and I dated a lawyer before, and he was a family civil law lawyer. He didn't do real estate. He didn't do, he did a little criminal. He did criminal and family law, but he didn't do anything else. He specialized in something. And I think that's exactly what I'm looking for here. A lawyer that's going to specialize. They know what they're good at, and they don't have to go to another lawyer to get information because they're not aware of certain things. I'm kind of like I don't want a jack of all trades type of lawyer for you guys. I want you guys to be tapped into a really good lawyer. So if you're out there and you're here on the island and you are a lawyer, contact me. I would love to bring you on my program. And I would love to introduce you to my YouTube family, all you viewers. But at the same time, if you are somebody watching this and you have used a lawyer before, please contact me privately on WhatsApp. Let me know who your lawyer is. Let me speak to them, feel them out, examine them, so I like to say. And I would love to use them, I would really love to use them and be able to have other people use them, because I think that's where we really become a family, where we are helping each other out. So Sosua is so small. It's always good to use each other's people. And then we have R says, ha, ha, ha. Alvin says, laugh out loud. Deborah says, yay. Sterling says, hooray. Calvin says, can you please help set me up with an account while I'm here in the U.S.? Now, that's a little bit different. Stray Python says Scotiabank. There is a Scotiabank here. Now, Scotiabank I use in Canada. The two are not connected here. But funny enough, when I went to the Scotiabank here, because I had an issue with my card, I'm going to get to you in a minute, Calvin. Sorry, I'm not forgetting. I couldn't use my card here. They allowed me to use their 1-800 line before I found out about Skype. Like, you guys can just call your bank from Skype. You just get the Skype app, and you don't even have to pay Skype. I use that when I call into the radio station, when I do my radio spot for the radio station in Canada. I use the 1-800 number. So, I'm drinking warm coffee from like 2 hours ago. But this is really good. Just a little side note. This is called Contigo. And I bought this on Amazon, and it's really good. It keeps the coffee warm for like 4 hours, hot for like 2 hours, and then the last 2 hours warm enough to say, oh gosh, even longer than that. I would have to say 6 hours. I'm really pleased with this. So if you guys ever get your hands on something, if you want to get something because you really like coffee, you want to keep it warm, or whatever drinks you have, even soup, this is great. The top comes off and it opens up wide so you can eat soup out of it. I know I'm just digressing, but it's really, really good. I love it. I love it. I don't know of anything else where what I bought online, and I can honestly say it's amazing. I take it to the beach, and I also put some beer in it because it keeps the beer just as cold. I know, gosh, come on, guys, give me a break. I don't drink as much as I used to, and I definitely won't be tomorrow. I have to be a very good stand-up host tomorrow. But okay, Stray Python, that's it. Yes, Scotiabank is a good bank, but I don't know too many people that use it. Now, Calvin, I can't get you the account while you are in the US, as far as I know, but I will connect you with the manager of the account, and maybe he can give you more information. Maybe the rules have changed. Maybe you can fax him information. I don't know if you have to be there to sign the papers in person. I'm pretty sure that you have to do it here in the Dominican Republic. But hey, magic happens all the time. Rules change constantly because it is a developing country. So it could be that there's something else that can be done. Maybe your bank can sign for you. Somehow you can go to your bank and your bank can sign for, like, you can sign in front of your bank and your bank can endorse it. I don't know if that's a possibility, but you would have to ask my connect, and you would be able to talk to him. Now, I have a connection with Santa Cruz in Sosua and also Cabarete. So wherever you guys would like to go, Cabarete and Sosua. So if you're wherever you are and whichever is closer to where you're staying. Great banks, wonderful services, very professional, reminds me just of Toronto. And I don't want to really say this, but even better, and I'm not just favoring it, but even better. I had an issue with the online banking with Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz has online banking, by the way, an app. Do I have it on this phone? An app. Oh, I don't have it on this phone. I have it on the phone that I'm filming on right now. But very much like the Scotiabank app, and you just tap on it, it opens right up and it tells you how much money you have in your bank. And if someone wants to put money in your bank, you just send them your account number and your ID number. That's it. And I was having an issue with it, and because a landlord wanted to pay me money. And that just reminds me, he has to pay me my money. There we go. I forgot. He's a month late. But in any case, he was like, Cerise, I'm trying to pay you your money, and it's not going through. And he didn't want to go stand in the lineup. So I contacted the bank through WhatsApp. I contact the manager through WhatsApp. That's why I'm saying it's so much better. I didn't have to call into the bank, and I leave him a voice note, which you guys can do this too. And I leave him a voice note, and I'm like, hey, can you help me out? And he will forward me information on WhatsApp. Come on now. How cool is that? That's way better than Canada. And sorry, Canada, I love you. Oh, Canada. Especially now that you got those truckers going out there. Holy mackerel, am I ever amazed. But at the same time, you have to call it what it is. A lot more convenient here. I hope that never changes as the country develops more. And I hope it just gets easier and easier. But yes, that's where it's located. Oh, Body Snatcher got you. Hey, sweetheart. What's up? How you doing, baby? Junior in La Casa. Vincent says, hey, Vincent. Johnny Nunez, Scotiabank is the same chain as Bank of America. Oh, I didn't know that. Not in Canada, though, right? And did you guys know that Scotiabank is actually originated from Bank of Nova Scotia in Toronto, in East Canada? Bank of Nova Scotia, and then they just turned to Scotiabank, I think because they got bought out. And then we have Calvin says, oh, thanks, Johnny, familiar with BOA. Calvin, oh, thank you so much for the contribution, Calvin. $20. That's going in tomorrow to some of the gifts for people. Johnny says, if you have BOA in the US, I would recommend Scotiabank and DR. Their platforms are literally the same. That is amazing to know, Johnny. Thank you. Amber TOTV, hey Cerise, can you tell me if Sosua is safe for families too? Oh, great question, Amber. And hey, Amber, there's going to be a baby born soon with the same name. Russell's naming his baby Amber. And is Sosua safe for families? I would say Sosua is absolutely safe for families. And on my television program the other day, the real estate agent actually said something quite interesting. It's not even as geared any longer to single men only. There are a lot of things going on in Sosua where there's one strip where a lot of stuff goes on, but Sosua is a whole entire town. Sosua is a municipal. And within that municipal, you have so many different areas. Like, for instance, I live in Los Charamicos, totally safe for families. It's a family area, but not a lot of expats. Then you have Albate, where there are a lot of expats, and that's where the main strip is, where they say there's a lot of working girls on that strip. But I mean, you don't even know they're working girls. They're wearing tights and crop tops and running shoes, and their hair is done pretty, and they have makeup on, and their nails are always done. I mean, come on. They look like they're walking down a boardwalk, like a real beach boardwalk. And they're not all looking like they don't look prostitute-ish. You know what I mean? They look great. They just look fit. Like, anyway, I don't want to sound like I am, sponsoring them, but all I'm saying is that's one street where you're going to find that. You go over to the next street, Alio Martinez, and you're not going to find that. You go to Olanda, you're not like Olanda Street, you're not going to find that. It's just really, really along the beach and on the main strip. Now you go outside of those areas, and there are a lot of residential areas for families, a lot of houses that can be rented out as well. There's an area called La Mulata, which is completely family oriented, wonderfully safe, beautiful. They have two colmados there. They have a restaurant there. Colmados are corner stores. Restaurant there. They have an international school for children called the Sosua International School. Actually, again, talking about the real estate agent that was on my television program, the local television program here, she sent her son there from age 2 to age 12. And she said that there is a huge expat community with families here in Sosua, and it's only growing every day because people like myself and people like Russell, who's now having a child as well, and other vloggers who have children or who have laid down roots here and are living their lives out, and some of them have girlfriends that have children. Most of the people that I know here, they have a girlfriend that has kids or a boyfriend that has kids, or they are in a family. Most of the people that I know are either single or in a family. Like, there's not many young couples or anything like that. You know what I mean? There's older couples because they retired together and stuff like that. But there are a lot of families, and the families are very interactive with each other. There's another school that's in Playa Laguna, and it's called Isla Academy. Isla Academy is another school there too. The dean that's there, his name is Sean. You can tell him that I sent you, and he can give you prices. You can look him up online. Isla is spelled ISLA Academy, and that is in Sosua, but it's in a little enclave on its own called Playa Laguna. Playa Laguna is a beautiful little area as well. It's a private beach. Now, the other area that I told you, La Mulata, which is family oriented, that's a little bit up in the mountains. There's 3 phases, and it goes all the way up in the high mountains, beginning at Route 5, which is one of the main roads in Sosua. But Playa Laguna is just off Route 5 as well, going towards Cabarete, but you just drive in and it has its own little beach area. Condos are there, homes for rent, homes for sale. It has a little restaurant, and it's a pretty cool little area. And so, yeah, there are families coming here, and it is very, very safe for children and families. I would definitely endorse coming here for families, 100%. I would raise my family here, no problem. And then it says, Calvin, I've been to Chase Bank and a credit union for quite a few years. Okay. Oh, you've been with. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks for that info. Amber, thanks for the response. I've been to the DR so many times, and my son is also Dominican. Oh, Dominicano. Laugh out loud. I just want him to experience more there. That's beautiful. Again, the lawyer, I mean, not the lawyer, the real estate agent. I don't know if I kept calling her lawyer, but she's a real estate agent. Her son's Dominicano as well. Amazing school is what I needed to know as well. Perfect. Stray Python says Scotiabank, 2 locations are in Puerto Plata near the square or old, yes, colonial area, and Cabarete on the main road opposite beach. I believe they have one in Sosua, but can't be sure. Yes, they used to have one in Sosua, and they took it down. It used to be on the bank corner there, but now it is in Cabarete only, and it's straight across from Mojito's restaurant. Great spot, looks just like the Scotia Banks in Canada. And there's parking out there. You don't have to worry. It's very convenient, and you stand in line. They also have bank machines that you can get pesos out of. Johnny says, Cerise, I love your channel. Just discovered you a few days ago. Oh, thank you. Very informational. I just wish you service Santiago. I know a lot of people say that. I have an apartment ready for Airbnb in Santiago and another one ready, and hey, ready in June. Perfect. Let me know. That's what I've been waiting for. You are motivating me to invest in Sosua. Wonderful. Johnny, all I need is to know people in Santiago that I can trust, and we can do it. You send me information about your apartment. The video, I don't need to be there to video it. You send me the video, send me the photos. I will make a video of it. I will put it on my YouTube channel. And when somebody asks me about Santiago, I can send them the video from my channel and connect you with them. And whoever you have taken care of that place, they can tell the client what's going on in that area. That's the only thing here in Sosua, and also like where I specialize, I can answer the questions very quickly. Someone will ask me, well, are there banks around there? Are there pharmacies around there? Are there churches? Are there schools? And I can answer off the top of my head, yes, just this step away and that step away. But if you have someone that can do what I do in Santiago to help them, absolutely. Send me the material. I'll make a video, and we can help people get places in Santiago, because people constantly contact me for Santiago and Santo Domingo. Angela, hello from Dallas, Texas. Awesome. And Stray Python says, excellent, thanks. Yeah, guys, I got to tell you, any of you, if you're looking for apartments outside of Sosua and Cabarete, I can definitely get the information. Right now, I just started to deal with Santo Domingo, actually, with my friend Randor. Shouts out to Randor. He lost his dad recently in a moto accident, and he's just, kind of been quiet lately. So prayers to his family. And he lives in Santo Domingo. Now, he's been my friend online only for 4 years since I got here, pretty much almost 4 years. He didn't even speak English. He used to just watch the vloggers. And then he contacted me because he said that he can understand my English very well. He never spoke it, but he was learning it through the way that I speak. He says that when I speak my English, I speak slow enough for him, I guess, or legible for him, like he can understand it really well. So him and I became close And I learned Spanish throughout the years, and he's learned English, and now he knows really good English. And so just recently, someone hit me up, and they're like, "Well, Cerise, I want to buy a condo, and this is the area in Santo Domingo. Do you know anyone in Santo Domingo that can go to the area and check it out? Because I want to make sure that the area is safe." And so I contacted Randor. And I told the client, I was like, well, you know what? Send him like, 2,000 pesos for his time. That's $40. I said, send him $40 for his time through Western Union. He'll go and he'll pick up the money and he'll go look in the area and he'll do a little bit of scouting out for you. And he can tell you if that area is nice or not. And the guy did send him the $40. And Randor went to that area and, told him that the area is not really good to buy in. That's why the condo is a little cheap. And he said, but here's another option. And then he went to other areas and he started to show the client different areas. So that was pretty good. And so now there's my connection with Santo Domingo. It's come around full circle, because now I speak a little bit of Spanish and Randor speaks a little bit of English, and him and I have been in communication for the last almost 4 years on WhatsApp, voice notes back and forth, practicing our new languages on each other, and never ever met, but he's always on my channel. His name's Randor, Randor. You guys probably saw him sometimes. For those of you who have caught my live to airs, you guys, he always would comment. But again, his dad just passed on, so it's probably why he's not on right now. But yeah, pretty awesome guy. So if you guys have any business that you want to do with me and you're in Santiago, Santo Domingo, or anywhere, just hit me up and we'll try to make it work. And Johnny says, thank you. I will send you the link to the Airbnb and video of the apartment. Perfect. Yes, absolutely. Send me the video and any pictures if you have pictures as well. And then also any information that you have. I will check out your Airbnb link because I'm pretty sure you have extensive information on there, like what's around and what amenities it has. And I can just include everything in the video. And then, we're in business. Help people out. Not everyone wants to come to Sosua, but it would be a good idea for you to invest in Sosua, Johnny. So, Johnny, was it Johnny? Yes, it would be an interesting investment for you here in Sosua. The reason why I say Sosua is a great place to invest is because of the expat community, the beach, and not only that, I should say beaches. Just right here in Sosua alone, we have Los Charamicos Beach, Playa Sosua, Playa Alicia, Playa Chiquita, and then down a little bit more, you also have Playa Laguna. And you can get to all those places within 5 minutes of each other. Pretty awesome, right? And all of those beaches offer something completely different. And like, for instance, Playa Los Charamicos, where I go and I do private tours with people, walking tours in my neighborhood. We go down to the fishing pier. You can get fried fish. That is the fishing pier where it comes in fresh fish every day and they fry it up for you. You get to listen to some music. You get to watch the boats go out and come in. And there's also a little river there that meets the ocean, which is kind of cool to look at. And you can also get some really good video footage and photos. You can also go out in a boat if you like. You just pay a fisherman a couple of bucks. And you can buy a nice cold beer or have a coffee as you're sitting and waiting for your fish to be fried. Or you can just buy a whole bunch of tuna. I buy a whole big tuna fish, like about as long as my arm. They clean it and slice it for me, and I bring that home. And I just put it in my freezer and just season it up as I'm cooking it. So that's one of the beaches there. The other beach is Playa Sosua, which is one of the popular ones that you'll see all over YouTube. And that one is where you'll see a lot of vendors. That's the one that's going to change very soon. And I heard that half of the beach is going to be given over to like a resort type of people. And not only that, I heard that, well, I know that the president, Luis Abinader, is investing $350 million into Sosua. He's not investing that type of money anywhere else on the island. So that tells you something. The property is going to go up here like wildfire. And not only that, the Marriott is built right now. And I just got video footage and photos of the Marriott today. And one of those condos, a condominium, not even a house, a condominium was going for $550,000. So imagine, walk up the street just a little bit to the other condo I was telling you guys about at the beginning of the video for $50,000, and bam, you have almost the same type of thing, except the Marriott is on the beachfront. But you just walk 10 minutes up the street, and there's the other condo that I have for sale, which is $50,000. Imagine that property, how much it's going to go up in just 2 years from now. It's going to triple its price, 100%. $50,000 for a condo, one bedroom, just renovated condo, in a building where there's a pool, a bar, outside bar, an inside bar, a restaurant, and also gated, and also 24-hour guard, and also front desk, check in and check out. No, there's no way you're going to be able to get that in 2 years from now for $50,000, especially with the Marriott 10 minutes down the street for $550,000 US, and with the government, the president investing 350 million pesos into Sosua. There's no way it's just going to go up and up and up. It's not going back down. The days that we had 3 years ago will never return ever in Sosua, and they will never, the days that we have right now will never ever return again either. So this is really not the do or die time, because I don't want to make you guys feel like, oh my gosh, and panic, but I do want you to really think hard as you are investing, that it's really, really awesome to invest anywhere on the island. I had a friend that invested. He came here to visit Sosua, and he was willing to buy something on the spot, but it was a little difficult for him because he couldn't get it all done in one day. He only came for 2 days. There was one spot that he wanted was already sold, and then the other spot that I showed him, he caught a bad vibe from the owner, but really in actuality, he should have bought it. I didn't want to say anything. Sorry, I don't want to say his name, but sorry, but I really felt he should have bought it. But he bought a place in Santiago, and that in the next 5 years will be worth it. Maybe 7 years will be worth it, right? But it's not near a beach, and it's not near anywhere that is, being fixed up or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure he got it at a nice price, but the windows look a little old, like they're not glass windows, they're shutters. And I know that that's just material that they built it with is not the best. They're just selling it off. So let me see about any questions here. All right, so let me just keep rolling then with what I'm saying. Now, the other beach, aside from Playa Sosua, that they're going to fix up there, let me just finish with Playa Sosua, because on Playa Sosua, you can get anywhere from trinkets to beach supplies to excursions to food. Very busy beach, very popular beach, and there are a lot of tourists and a lot of locals. It's a very busy beach. Then you have Playa Alicia. Playa Alicia is what I would call a little bit more of, I don't want to say classier beach, but it's a little bit more of a private beach. And the reason why I would say classier, even though there's barely nothing on the beach, is because they have a really nice restaurant overlooking the water, which is a little bit of touch of class. It's called the Waterfront Restaurant. And in that area right there, there's a whole bunch of condos. So it does have a little bit more of an upscale feel. Now, they're beautiful, beautiful condos. They're expensive, but some of them you can rent out by the day, by the week, by the month. And it's called Playa Alicia, and it's one of the younger beaches. It just kind of showed up overnight after a storm, and it's been there now, I think, for a decade or maybe like 7 years or something like that. And that is along Alio Martinez, which is kind of like in the heart of Sosua as well. but not really on the main street as where Playa Sosua is. And then, of course, you go down a little bit from there and you get to Playa Chiquita. Playa Chiquita is just a tiny little beach, no vendors at all. It's kind of like for people that live in the area that want to walk their dogs down to that beach. It's not really safe to swim there. My buddy died there. May he rest in peace. You guys might have seen that video where I just like couldn't hold it together. I was crying and crying and crying. My buddy James, he was fishing on the rocks there. There's quite a current there, and he was fishing on the rocks, and he stood up, and the wave came in and blew him over, took him into the water, and when he went into the water, he hit his head on the rocks. The friend that was with him, I won't say his name, couldn't swim. So his friend couldn't jump in and save him. But even if his friend could swim and did jump in to save him, he'd have to like climb down the rocks first and then get in the water and make sure that he didn't hurt himself. Pretty dangerous spot. So if you are a fishing man, you do like to fish, it's a really great spot to just sit on the rocks and fish, but please be careful. Make sure that you're not standing up and anything like that. And if you see the waves are really rough that day, just don't even bother. It's a smaller beach, like I said, but if you are a couple and you want to go there with like a little lunch box and a little blanket and you just want to chill and have a romantic day, you can also do that because not a lot of people go there and a lot of people are really respectful of everyone there. People don't spend a lot of time there either. Like they just go and they visit, take a couple of photos and they leave. So Playa Chiquita, if you want to go and again, take like a nice little blanket, bottle of wine, or some tea or whatever, and eat some cheese and crackers and grapes or take a nice lunch, you can definitely do it there. You do need to take things with you because there's nothing to buy on that beach. And then, of course, you go down a little bit, like I said earlier, Playa Laguna, that's along the highway. And then that one is also very much like Playa Chiquita, nothing, but it's way bigger. And it's more for the people that live in that area. And it's more for the people that just kind of want to go on the beach. And you could probably even bring your own little hibachi barbecue and probably have a little barbecue on that beach. It's not patrolled by any police at all. And there's not a lot of high traffic there. But it's open to the public, even though it's more for the people that live there, it's open to the public. All of the beaches that I just named right now are open to the public. At any time, you can go there. And so that's, wonderful beach areas here in Sosua. And they all, again, offer something completely different. So if you are looking to invest and you are looking to get fast turnover on your money, then Sosua is the spot to do it in because not only will you be able to flip it if that's what you want to do, before the world went weird, you couldn't do a lot of good flipping. You could buy it, but it wasn't really a seller's market. Now it's a seller's market. So you can buy something at 50 and probably 2-3 years from now sell it at 150, like for sure. So there's good flipping capabilities now. Not only can you flip it, but if you were to use it as an Airbnb, you would have that place rented out all the time. The one that's 50,000 right now, I cannot get in there to take a video because it is rented out. And a lot of the places these days here in Sosua, people are like, sorry, Cerise, you can't come in and take a video. And I'm like, but that's my thing. I like to go in and do from the ceilings to the walls to the floor. And I love to go all the way through the apartment. So you guys know that I've been there and I've visited it and I know what it looks like and I can really vouch for it. But now I'm not able to do that, and because they're always rented out. But the fact that they're always rented out, it vouches for itself. It speaks for itself because people are in there, and most people, they are renting it out for a month at a time, 2 months at a time, 3 months at a time. And that's the whole thing, because I'll say to the owner, I'll be like, well, can I just get in between clients? And they'll be like, it's rented out for 3 months. I'll be like, what? And they're like, yeah, Like that's more and more people are coming down here for like sabbaticals. I have a client right now who just rented out one of the apartments that I rent out for 3 months. Ross. Hey Ross, and he's doing his theses here, and he is from America, so and he is here, and people, he's not the only one. There's a lot of people coming here for a longer period of time. So that's the whole thing too. But I will tell you this, any apartment that I do get for you in Sosua, even if I wasn't in the apartment, I work very closely with the landlords, and I will know what is in the area for you. So I will be able to give you a heads up on what you'll be able to expect in the area, what you can get in regards to your necessities, your bare essentials or whatever. I will give you advice on transportation, advice on what areas you can go and get like good eats and treats and meet people and, network and stuff of that nature. So I will always make sure I hold that end of my promise up for you, because I feel that's important. And sometimes you guys don't even know what you like. Sometimes you guys are just like, I don't know what I want. And then so I'll ask you questions like, well, what is it you like at home? And then once sometimes, especially after I do a consultation with someone, I can get a good feel. I can get a good feel of what they like, and we'll just move on from there. And I'll be like, hey, I think you would do great in this area. And normally they love the area. A lot of people are like, yeah, I love that area. So Sosua is small, but it is a great town to come to and invest in. And again, if you are looking to relocate, you can definitely do that and feel safe here. If you're looking to purchase real estate, it is safe to purchase real estate here as well, especially if you're looking to rent it out. Oh my gosh. That's the most important thing. But guys, I've been on here now for about an hour. And let me see. Cecil, hello. What is the average price for a 2-bedroom apartment in Sosua right now? Well, that is a loaded question, Cecil. So it depends on where it's at in Sosua, and it also depends on how it looks. So for instance, a modern apartment with a pool and like a lot of amenities, you're looking nowadays at like, oh my gosh, $1,000. I'm talking about a really, really nice place. And if you're looking at something that's modern and close to the beach, you could be also looking at like 900, 1,000. Those are my prices, but some people are now putting it up even farther. If you look at the video that I put up, I think today or yesterday, I think I put it up today, maybe. No, I don't know. Yesterday. Anyway, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, modern, overlooking Sosua, and it like Sosua Bay. You can see the beach. It's a 4-minute walk to the beach, and it is beautiful. It's in a 3-story building, and it's a private building. You don't have to worry about it being guest friendly. You can bring in guests as long as you are, quiet and you mind your business. No one's going to be up in your business. No one's going to ask your guests for their passport or for their identification. And 4-minute walk to Playa Sosua, the busiest beach in the North Coast. And as far as I think, well, actually, no, Cabarete is pretty busy too. But but Playa Sosua is one of the most popular and one of the most busiest, and it's $900 a month. Now, that price has gone up. Before the world went a little weird, it was $650 a month. So imagine, the prices are just going up and up and up. Now, you could get a 2-bedroom in like a little bit dated, right? A little bit dated. And you can get one of those for like, 600, 700, but those ones are very few and far between now. There is one that I do know of. I don't know, here in Los Charamicos, I haven't put the video up. So I just feel it's a little unfair. And I mean, I just don't want to talk badly, but the guy is Dominican, but he's not Dominican any longer. He's been in America for 20 something years. And he has a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, and he's paying the electricity every month for it, and he wants to rent it out for 900, and it's not very modern at all. And it's not like it's not very modern at all, and there's no view of the water. And so I haven't put it up on my YouTube channel, and I don't think I will be. Whew. Oh, it was my nightgown. I felt something on my foot. My nightgown. You think I'd be used to the feelings, but we don't have a lot of cockroaches in these apartments that you'll be getting. Cockroach spray works, but sometimes there's mosquitoes. You just use mosquito spray as well. And what else? I think that's about it. The prices really depend on the landlords and what you're looking for. You can get something unfurnished. Like I have a 3 bedroom over here on the street that I live on, 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, unfurnished, and it's $575 a month. Pretty good, but that's for someone that's coming and they want to stay long term. And I honestly feel if you want to have an Airbnb, that would be the ideal thing to do, especially if you want to turn it into a rooming house, right? Because it's 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, right? But hey, in Toronto, we have some rooming houses where everyone shares the 1 bathroom, especially if it's dudes. That's usually what it is. And 1 kitchen. And most people can just get a little small fridge and they can keep it in their room. And if you were to get like a couch and just have a common area, each of the people can just get their own television or whatever. Or you can get a television for each room. It's 3 rooms. And then 1 area for an office, right? But televisions are not expensive. And I told one person, I said, you know what? Oh, a couple of people, not one person. But I told them, I said, all you have to do is go to my buddy, and you can like get the furniture on time, like on payments, finance it. As long as you know a Dominican, you go there with your passport, and you go there with the Dominican person, if they have good credit, and they sign for you, and you can get a whole house full of furniture. Put it all in the unfurnished place. That's because unfurnished places are very inexpensive. Rent it out on Airbnb, and you make your money back times 10 in 1 month. Your furniture is paid for in a few months. And that's really what I think people need to start thinking about taking their brains to these days if they want to sublease places. Make sure you check it out with the landlord first, with the owner first, to see if you can do that, just to make sure. And chances are they will say yes, especially if they're in America and they don't want to have to be bothered with it, and they know you're going to rent it out like for a whole entire year. And they'll be like, yeah, it's your place, and you just do your little fixing up to it. And then eventually, before you know it, you either have a rooming house or you have a 3 bedroom house where you're paying $575 for it every month. Once you fix up a 3 bedroom home right here, 3-minute walk to the beach. My God, gated, it's gated, its own little gate, its own little driving port. You're looking at maybe you can charge $1,000 a month for it, $1,200 a month for it, a 3 bedroom home by the beach here in Sosua. So these are the things that I'm going to start talking to you guys about as well. For those of you who don't have money to buy, but you do want an Airbnb, and you do want to be able to make a little bit of passive income, and you do have the money to fix up a place. There's so many other options that are going to start becoming available to you guys, which I think is important for you guys to know. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And if it's your first time tuning in, don't forget to subscribe. And then Craig says, "Hi, Cerise. Is it still possible for someone to retire in Sosua or Cabarete within 5 to 10 minutes from the beach on 1,600 Social Security benefits?" Not as easy. Not as easy. No, not as easy. But you can still do it. You can still do it. It depends on how picky you are. If you are a single person and you don't mind having a studio apartment and you don't mind living like where I live in the natural Dominican neighborhood, you can get a nice little place for like 350 a month, 400, like a little studio if it's available. And if you live meagerly, you can definitely live on 1,600. Like by meagerly, I mean you're not going out entertaining every night. You're just, you pay for your most times it's furnished most times, right? And you just pretty much pay for your transportation, your food, your electricity, and that would bring you to about if you get a place for like let's say 500 just to be safe, and then your expenses should cost you about 20 a month for electricity. You're looking at about 500 for your Wi-Fi cable. So then you're also looking at paying for your maybe like water if you have to. Sometimes you don't, but let's just say 2,000, and that would be your cell phone. You want to make sure you have a cell phone, right? So you're looking at about 3,000 for that. That's $60. So that would bring you to like about $600. Yeah, you could definitely live on 1,600 a month, US. Absolutely. But then you also have to buy your food, and it depends on how much food you eat, and then also like how you shop. But if you were to live like how I live and you just go to the farmers, like the farmer markets here, and you just buy locally, or you wait once a week for the trucks to go around, the farmers come around in trucks and they yell out plátano, or ojo, ajo, or cebolla, garlic, onions, and you just go and you get all your fruits and vegetables at one point. Then, like every week, you're good, you're gravy, and you just go down here to the butcher shop and you buy your meat for the week. Or you go to Playero. Playero every Tuesday has discounts on fruits and vegetables, 30% off, I'm pretty sure it is. And then on Thursdays, they have a like a huge percentage off on meats. So you just shop around the deals and you can definitely do it. Absolutely. And by the way, I plan on Craig says, somewhere in the DR within 1 to 2 years. Hello, Texas. Body Snatcher Got You says, "Do you have to be a citizen of DR to purchase a home?" Perfect question, Junior. I love that question. By the way, guys, I grew up with Junior in the same neighborhood. No, you don't. Actually, you don't have to be a citizen. You can just purchase a home. But guess what? Once you do purchase a place, it helps you to get your citizenship here, your residency here a lot easier, depending on how much you spent on your place, because then the government knows, okay, this person's serious, they purchased something here, they invested in the country, move forward with their residencia. So it helps move your residencia along a lot further if you're looking to get more settled in that way. And Jackson Jeter, kaboom! Guess who just stepped in the room? Hey, sweetheart, how you doing, JJ? If you're in town tomorrow, make sure you come by to the baby shower. Cecil says, "I am planning on buying a furnished 2-bedroom apartment, not renting. What are the prices like?" Oh, Cecil, that's another loaded question. So the prices for a 2-bedroom, it depends on where you're buying it, really, honestly. For instance, I have a 1-bedroom going right now for 50,000. I keep saying 50,000 because he's going to put it down to 50. I know, I got a vibe. But some 1-bedrooms are going at 70,000. Some of them are going at 80,000. And then you have other ones that are going at like 60,000. It just really depends on the market in regards to who's selling it and where it is. Usually, generally, location, 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 right? Usually, the closer it is to the beach, the more expensive it is. However, we live in a beach town here in Sosua, so no matter what, even if you do get a place that's not a 3-minute walk to the beach, you can still get there in like 15-minute walk. So keep that in mind as well. I'm going to be getting more and more listings. I'm going to be working with more and more real estate agents. So stick with me. Make sure you shout at me. I'm going to find some really trustworthy people. Plus, I'm working with that other one guy. He just keeps sending me information, and I'm going to be posting them up on my YouTube channel. I don't want to make my YouTube channel only about real estate and relocation, because I do want to share my life with you and show you guys the streets and my stomping grounds. And now with tours, I'm going to be doing tours of horses and all that stuff too. So I do want to make sure that I give you a variety, but I absolutely do want to make sure that I'm uploading a lot about real estate, because I want to help you guys get here and do exactly like what I'm doing. Have your fun, have your cake and eat it too, I was planning on moving there in the next 3 to 5 years, but after this video, I will start saving up. Yes, Calvin, 5 years from now, if you're looking to buy, will be a little bit tougher on the pocket. Just save right now. See if you can even get a place where you are, buying from the owner financing, where you pay the owner every month a certain amount. You just put 30% down and you just pay the owner every month until you own it after 3-4 years type of thing. That's also available. Calvin, Jackson Jeter said, good move. To Calvin. Calvin says, I do plan to visit there in June with my ex-wife for a week. She is from there, but hasn't been there for quite a few years. Oh, and her mom is. That's nice. Her mom is selling her house in Samana because her grandfather passed away a few years ago. Oh, sorry to hear that. But nice to hear that you're coming with your ex. That's a pretty cool relationship. And thanks, Jackson 5. Cerise, the whole mix you're doing about your life and real estate is fantastic. Thank you so much, Calvin. I got to tell you, I feel so fortunate to have people like you and everyone watching my live to air right now, and people who message me on WhatsApp and email me for everything. It's always such an honor to be able to offer you this information, because I'm like a sponge. And, when I first got here and I moved 10 times, I was like, God, why? Why? I love this country. Why can't I get settled? And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, Cerise, what's wrong with you? Why can't you just find a place and stay there? And I realized what it was. And I'm so thankful for it, because it taught me, it showed me all about the different areas, what issues could go on in different apartments. Water issues are quite a few, is the problem in a lot of places. So if you guys don't use me for your services and you guys just want to come down here and wing it, either because you've been here a lot and you already know the place, or maybe because you have a girlfriend, or maybe because you're not even buying in Sosua and you might be buying in Santiago or somewhere else, make sure you pay attention to the water. Ask them about their water. If it is a private water tank, like a cistern, ask them, make sure you smell the ground outside, smell the pipes. That you will not look crazy. You will just look like you know what you're doing. Open up the cupboards of the kitchen sink. Smell right into the sink itself. If it smells like really good detergent and it smells like it was just cleaned, beware, because they could have just poured something down those pipes. A lot of people do that, and I'm not talking about Dominicans either. I'm talking about everyone, foreigners and everything that are selling things. Now, of course, it could have just been cleaned because someone rented it out and they had to clean it and get it ready for the next person, right, to move in, especially if you're getting a place for Airbnb and stuff like that. But just ask the neighbors or go outside, look at the pipes, see how old they are, smell like that, like around the house itself. If there's mildew, make sure you look at the ceilings to make sure that there's no paint covering paint that's peeling, because a lot of the times everything's made with cement, and sometimes the ceilings crack, and so they'll just like seal it from the inside and paint over it. And oh my gosh, the next season comes of rain and you have a leaking ceiling, and then you may have to replace the roof. So there's a lot to look for, and I have encountered all of it. And I'm so thankful to God that I moved that many times, because that's what's helped me become more of a specialist and a professional in order to be able to help you guys understand all of that. But again, the plumbing is a problem here because number one reason, it's not that it's put together lazily. It's just so different than Toronto. In regards to the size of the pipes. Here, a lot of the older homes, if the pipes are smaller, you cannot flush toilet paper because it will get clogged over and over again. And I mean, it could be a big, beautiful villa that was built 10 years ago, gorgeous villa, but the pipes are tiny. So you always have to tell your guests, put the toilet paper in the little trash can. If a lot of you guys have been in Airbnbs and it backs up, or if the owners tell you to flush the toilet paper, not flush it, but put it in the little garbage can, make sure you listen. Otherwise, you're going to have big problems, huge problems. So here, my place was just built like 2.5 years ago. You can flush. Anything that's just built, you don't have to worry about, or just renovate it. Most times they did the pipes again and they made the pipes bigger so you can flush the toilet paper down. Okay, so that's one thing that I learned about the pipes here. Just all those little things, and it doesn't make a place any worse. There's always a problem that can be solved. Just know that. It's never too bad where you're like, oh my gosh. There's always something once you get the hang of it. Right now, I have a client in an apartment where the water just goes so quickly. And it's to the point where I'm like, is there a crack in the tank? Like, what's going on? But he didn't have any water today. He woke up and he went to take a shower and there's no water. How annoying could that be, right? But the landlord had a water truck there today and pumped the water, and I don't know, I haven't heard from him tonight to know if it's working, but he said earlier during the day it still wasn't filled up yet. But sometimes those things do happen. So, I told him he's got to come into my building because there's going to be a bachelor apartment here becoming available. And I told him, no, come on over here and you stay here for the rest of the duration that you're in the Dominican Republic, because I don't want that to happen to him any longer. And that's another thing. If there's anything and that doesn't happen often with my clients, but it does happen every now and again. It's happened twice now. But it's something that I hear from other people dealing with other landlords. They'll contact me and they'll be like, Cerise, the water's horrible, or Cerise, this is not working, or that's not working. And you just got to work around it. There's ways that you can upgrade. And especially if you're buying, don't say no to a property just because it's not upgraded. Remember, it's cheaper to upgrade here than it is anywhere else around the world that I know of. Okay, so for instance, the materials here are expensive, getting more expensive to build with, but the labor is still cheap. Like for a Haitian guy to work on the house and build a house for you, he gets paid $20 a day, and he usually has a crew with himself and 3 people, right? So you're looking at about 20, 40, $80 a day for labor to build a house, right? And if you build the house at the proper time where there's not a lot of rainy season going on and everything can just get built really quickly, then you're on board, especially if you got your land at an inexpensive price. So you got your land at an inexpensive price, your labor's inexpensive, and then bam, the only thing that you're really paying for are supplies like the building material. But again, it's not as expensive as it would be around the world. Suri, okay, we have Kevin. looks like a robot there. Craig says, sounds like renting is the way to go when you first decide to move there long term. Allows you to move around and get a feel for what moves, what floats your boat. Think I'm going to need your touring services? Absolutely, Craig, you hit the nail on the head. And it says, Calvin, Cerise, don't change your prices in the next 2 to 3 years. I know, right? The prices are going to go up. But Craig, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, even though I'm in real estate and, it's always a joy to be able to sell someone the home of their dreams or the condo of their dreams or the land of their dreams at a really inexpensively priced property. It's always important for you to come here and just check it out. Rent. It's so inexpensive because you don't have to pay a year lease. You don't have to get locked into anything. All you have to do is just be like, okay, I'm going to go check out Sosua for a month. I'm going to go check out Cabarete for a month. Oh, I'm going to go in the countryside and see what it's like to wake up with the donkeys instead of, waking up with the motoconchos, and maybe Los Charamicos and wake up with what I wake up with, roosters. But still be able to go right outside and walk on the beach and be in the tourist area 10 minutes later, 5 minutes later. You might want to go to the mountains of Jalabacoa. You might want to go to other beach towns. You might want to go to Puerto Plata or Samana or Santo Domingo or Santiago or La Vega, La Romana. No matter where it is, Monte Cristi, no matter where you want to go, you can definitely go there, Nagua, anywhere, and be able to get yourself around the island, even if you just want to go spend a couple of days in an Airbnb. You can get Airbnbs at $20 a night. So it's really important for you to travel the island and find what really floats your boat, like you said best, Craig. The reason why as well is because a lot of the times, again, I can't express this enough, you don't have to sign a year lease if you don't want to. Sometimes people do know where they want to live. And like, for instance, I have a client that really loves this one apartment that he always gets from me when he comes, and he reserves it months and months ahead of time, like 5 months ahead of time. Recently, he said to me, Cerise, I want to have it for a year. And even when he goes back to America, he's not going to rent it out here. He just wants me to go in and check on it to make sure the water is being ran and everything every now and again, make sure I spray it and, open up the windows for him and everything like that to make sure everything's all right. But he's only going to lock up his belongings in one of the bedrooms, and that's it. And he said that's what he wants. So when he comes to the Dominican Republic, or if his family wants to come, it's there. It's not for him to rent out, but because the price is right, he's keeping it. But he's used it enough times to know that it's a spot that he really adores, and he loves everything about the area. It's a convenient spot for him. He found his spot, but he doesn't have the income right now to buy. So he is saving right now. And the fact that he is spending the monthly rent here, he doesn't have a vehicle at home, so he doesn't have to worry about a car, insurance, gas, and payments and everything like that. He sacrificed a vehicle in order to be able to pay his rent here, because his thing is to one day come here and live. So you see, there are sometimes some sacrifices that you do have to make. But again, I do feel that it's important to travel around. I've traveled around the island, but not extensively and not as much as most people have. Some people tell me that they've been all around the island. They rent a car and they drive all around the island. I still haven't been able to do it. The reason why is because my heart I'm not interested in it. I tell people to do it if they don't like Sosua, but I love Sosua. I love it here. I can never see myself moving out of it again. I already moved out of it twice, and I moved to Cabarete, and those were experiences. And I also moved to the countryside, actually, in Bella Vista. Now, when I do buy, it would have to be when I am in a relationship. I'm single, so I just don't want to necessarily make that investment right now, because I'm renting out other people's apartments and selling real estate actually works for me. I don't need to buy and sell. eventually I know I will be able to do that, or actually should do that in the next year, but I'll get there. But for now, renting out other people's apartments is ideal for me because I don't have to deal with the clients. I don't have to do any check-ins. I don't have to do any checkouts. I don't have to do anything. I just find the apartment for them. The landlord does their thing, and then that's it. So it really works out well for me, and I'm glad that it works that way for me. I feel so blessed that way, and I don't want to be a landlord either. It's not my thing. It's almost a nightmare. It's like having a baby crying all the time, right? The water went out, the electricity's not working, or the hot water is not working, or Wi-Fi is not working. I mean, that's all around the world, not just here, right? And I have so much already that I'm doing that that's the last thing that I need. Just, it would be a headache for me. And I'm a people pleaser in that way. It would really bother me if I know that somebody is doing without something at that moment because I want everyone to be happy. So, anyway, when I do buy, it's going to be in the countryside, Bella Vista, most likely, right here in Sosua, but the countryside. And I most likely will have, a couple of, like a chicken for sure, one chicken, and a couple of more dogs. And well, I don't know, gosh, like just a lot of land so I can have so many animals. Of course, I'm going to have a couple of horses. And for those of you who don't know, horses are only like $1,000, $2,000 here. And I would like to buy something already built, but build on top of it and around it, like a cob home, like cob homes. If you guys want to know what a cob home, check it out, COBB. Just put it into YouTube, cob homes, and they're handmade cob homes from like straw, water, and clay, I guess, sand. Straw, water, and sand, whatever. You put it together and you build your house, and then you paint it, and you can make it a circular shape, a square shape, a triangle shape. And I don't need anything big because I'm not going to be entertaining a lot of people. I'm a private person, and I could build a whole bunch of houses on the land, just a whole bunch of places, and I can rent them out if that's what I really want to do. But as resorts, and not resorts, retreats. So, I don't have constant clients coming in and out. I'm just doing it as a retreat, meditation retreat every few months and stuff like that. I would like to do it as a business that way, not necessarily as an Airbnb. Anyway, I'm talking so much now. My camera is about to give out. This pimple is just out of this world. And my hair is all tied up. Calvin, let me see. Sterling says, sounds like a good plan. Thank you so much, Sterling. Thank you. And Calvin, thank you for kicking my butt. After my business meeting tonight, I went on my cell phone to look at my messages, and Calvin's like, Cerise, you stood us up on live to air, as I was supposed to do it at 7 o'clock. But here you guys are. Thank you so much for joining me. And I just want to say, if you're in town tomorrow, come on out to David's Sports Plaza. It starts at 2 o'clock. We are having a fiesta for beautiful little Amber that's on her way for Tailor Made Dreams. That's Russell Taylor's daughter, and she's coming. And we're all happy about the occasion. If you can't make it, then you can leave a little gift for Russell's daughter on Cash App, or if you want Russell to get himself a drink tomorrow, on you, it's money sign Sosua 2018 on Cash App. And you just send him a little Cash App and just tell him congratulations so he knows that it's for the baby shower. And yeah, again, if you're out and you're here, like I know so many of you are, bring guests. The more the merrier. We want to network, and I know for sure Taylor Made Dreams channel. You guys check him out, TMD. Make sure you subscribe to his channel and subscribe to mine as well. But I know Russell and myself really want to thank all of you guys for always being so involved with us and enjoying our videos and taking the time to ask us awesome questions, and for putting so much trust into us and respecting the fact that we respect you more than you even know. When I told Russ, as at first, my camera's about to give out, Gosh, guys. Angela, how you doing, sweetie? Angela says, hello, Cereza. ¿Qué tal, bonita? Oh, bien, gracias a Dios. ¿Y tú? She said, how are you? In Spanish. And then we have Calvin says, Cerise, how a Sagittarius are, Cerise? We love to see you make people happy. I know, there's Sagittarians in La Casa. But yes, Russell said to me, he's like, okay, Cerise, you want to do this baby shower? Let's do it at my place, his place. And I was like, no, Russ, I don't think so, because I'm going to be inviting everybody on my YouTube channel, and I want you to do the same. So we're going to have it at like a big spot. And that's so said, so done. He was like, all right, let's do it. So yeah, guys, we're going to have some games. We're going to be giving away some very humble gifts, but also some certificates from other businesses in town, because I really wanted the businesses in town to be able to tell you guys what's available here. Guys, make sure you check me out go on my Facebook and go down a few posts, and you'll see the clip that I put from my program, from my television show. For those of you who don't know, I have a new television show that just started last Wednesday, and I will be posting it every week on my Facebook. I'm not able to go live from the studio, but during that time, I'm going to be giving away a lot of information on relocation and also real estate, and I'm going to be interviewing a lot of people that have already relocated or people that are thinking about doing it and may have little gems of information that is important for you to know. Alrighty, guys. So that's every Wednesday on Facebook. You guys can check it out. Sterling says, you were made for this. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Angela says, I was looking for your show, but did not see it. It was on the 16th. Yes, it was on the 16th, last Wednesday. But I did put up a copy of it. So go on my Facebook. You guys don't need to be my friend on Facebook, but still add me as your friend if you'd like to. Request my friendship. I have 700 of them to go through. I check out each and every friend because some people are robots, so I always have to check them out. But if I don't add you right away, please don't take it personally. Just comment on one of my posts so I can see, and then I'll be able to see, oh, okay, and I'll look on your profile and I'll see that you're a real person and not a robot, and then I'll add you. I don't have any preferences of adding friends. The only thing is if it's a robot, then I don't like to add it because it takes up space for someone else that's a real person, right? Okay, I'm talking fast now because I know that my camera's about to give out. It went dark. I do want to say this to you guys. Again, go on my Facebook, go down a few posts, I think about 4 of them, and you're going to see a little clip. It starts out with a commercial, but the title on the post does say, this is my program link. Okay, and you guys can watch it. Taylor Made Dreams is my first guest, and then I have a real estate agent on after that, and then a little clip of a piece of land that I'm selling, and also a villa. Guys, I can't wait to bring the tours to you. Look out for the tours coming out most likely on Tuesday, because I'm going on a tour on Monday, but I'm putting up a condo on Monday on my channel. And then I'm going for a tour, but I'm going to have to edit the video. So I'll probably bring it out Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I don't know. But I always like to post it a lot. So, all right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much, Calvin, for kicking me in my butt and getting me up on the live to air. And I look forward to seeing you guys are going to be in town tomorrow. And not only that, I'll be doing a live to air tomorrow at around 2:30. Okay, guys, for those of you who can't make it and you do want to see what the baby shower looks like. Mwah! I love you so much. Big blesses, huge hugs, and loads of love.